Pre-trial hearing of the disappearance case around Joslin Smith has been adjourned in the High Court in Cape Town. The 6-year-old's mother, Kelly Smith, her boyfriend, Appollis, and Steveno van Rhyn face charges of kidnapping and human trafficking. Smith was actually reported missing by her mother in Saldanha Bay in February last year. She had told police that the little girl had been left in the care of Appollis while she was at work. All the accused are in custody. Watching developments for us is Vanessa, who's been inside court and joins us now live. And Vanessa, can't help but notice that only one of the three suspects was in the dock this morning. Why is that?
Yes, indeed. The mother of young Joslin Smith cut a lonely figure in the dock here in the Western Cape High Court this morning. The court has heard that her two co-accused, due to an admin error, were not brought to this court today. Of course, we've heard the judge, Hayat De Silva Sali, postponing, or rather calling for another pre-trial hearing on the 28th of February. Now, I'll bring in here the NPA because you would know that the charges facing the three accused at this stage are human trafficking as well as kidnapping, and remarks made by the judge earlier, and also then calling in the state to confirm that at this stage the search for the little girl still continues. She is still presumed alive. Now, just looking back to what had happened in the courts out in Rhyn earlier, we know that one of there was initially four accused. Rhyn Lombard was the other accused. In October last year, she was removed as a suspect and has now turned state witness. But let me just bring in here Eric Ntabazalila. He's from the NPA, because what we've also heard is that the matter may be moved to an area more central where the community of Saldanha Bay, who have a keen interest in this matter, could actually access court proceedings. Eric, very warm good day to you, of course, there. So we've talked a bit about this before, the possibility of a circuit court. We know that Saldanha Bay is quite a distance from Cape Town, and many of the community members, we've seen that at the Vredenburg court, they've come out, they've rallied at each and every court appearance because the search and the disappearance of young Joslin has caused ire in the community. So just take us through what Judge has said about the possibility, about the demarcation of the circuit court closer to where the people live in Saldanha Bay, and of course close to the Middlepost informal settlement from which Joslin went missing.
Well, one can confirm that it's been agreed that it's going to be a second court. That means the court will move from where we are in Cape Town and be it in Saldanha. What we are busy with now is working on logistics issues to find a suitable place to have the court in the area. We're talking about a demarcation meeting, so that process is still going to take place before the next pre-trial meeting, which is the 28th of February, and even before the start of the trial. The decision was made to ensure that there is easy access for justice for the people of that community. As you've just mentioned, that there's a vested interest in this case from that community, because the incident happened in that community, and we all know what it has caused to that community, in fact to the rest of the country. So we feel that it will be fair for the people of that community and surrounding areas to have access to the case and be able to hear what is going on the case itself.
So we've heard before, Eric, and again just now, that the state is trial ready. You are ready to commence with the trial, but that the investigation into Joslin's disappearance is ongoing. We also know that one of the accused, there were four, there are now three. One has turned state witness, and we've heard that there has been communication with her. Status of the investigation at this point, the search for Joslin still ongoing?
One point I'd like to point out, we agreed, confirmed that there is a 204 witness, but we didn't mention who that 204 witness is. So it's not coming from us who the 204 witness is, and we're not naming the 204 witness at this stage, but I can confirm that there's been a consultation with the 204 witness. The investigation is ongoing. Whenever we get some tip-offs from the community, police go there to follow up on everything. I'm sure you're quite aware what since the start of this case, there's been a lot of teams that have been brought from the city, the police, intelligence, everyone has been involved in this investigation. And it's still ongoing.
Well, Eric, thank you so much for that update and just fleshing things out for us there. Of course, Eric Ntabazalila, the spokesperson of the NPA here in the Western Cape, just fleshing out exactly what had transpired in court today with regards to the postponement or another pre-trial hearing taking place later in February, and then also talking about the demarcation issue where people from Saldanha Bay will be able to access a circuit court because they have such a vested interest, because the disappearance of the little 6-year-old girl had made waves in not just Saldanha Bay or the West Coast, but also across South Africa. So today, yes, you've mentioned there Kelly Smith cutting a very lonely figure, all alone in the dock today, but of course expected that she will be joined by her 2 co-accused when the matter comes back to this court in February.
Right, Vanessa Poonah live to us there from the Cape Town High Court for now. Thanks very much indeed.